What's up, G supporters? It's Gabe back with another video. All you have to do to become a G supporter is hit that subscribe button along with post notifications. If you want to cop my merch, you can head to gabecurtis.store to cop this shirt with lots of other designs available on my site. I've been getting some recommendations to do weather content on the channel. As a lot of you know, I forecast the weather for my local production company. I have posted a couple videos in the past showing my process and how I predict the weather, but this video will be special as I'm tracking extreme weather. Let's hop on over to my computer to show you what I am looking at as a weather forecaster. So this is the national blend of models, which I rely on short range. So for the first 3 days, Saturday through Monday, I always go with the high and low temperatures from the national blend of models. So let's type this in. Now the first 3 days are now updated on the 7-day forecast. Let's do the same thing to this graphic. So this is one of the locations called Meacham. It's over the mountain pass. So now let's go on over. We're still sticking with the national blend of models, and let's go down to where we see Meacham and then type in these temperatures. Now let's pop over onto the Eastern Valleys, going over to John Day and enter this in. Now let's go on over to Burns. Now let's go on over to Pendleton, which is going to be the warmest because it's the lowest in elevation. Now let's go on over to Baker City, which is pretty similar to LeGrand. Okay, I inputted all the temperatures, saw from the modeling that it's going to be completely clear, so let's take these clouds off and just leave it with the clear sunshine. Head back to my 7-day forecast. Now it's time to input the remainder of the temperatures, then I can determine what the final product will be. Now that we are looking at the forecasted temperatures, let's go through each model to see what can provide more accurate results. The reason why I picked the NBM is that tends to be more accurate in the short range period. So let's see what compares to that. So the NDFD goes 97 Saturday, 100 Sunday, and 104 Monday. That's pretty darn close to what I have here. It's only a degree warmer. If we go to the European, it looks to have a bit of a cold bias, which this model I've seen tends to have half the time since I started forecasting last December for EO Live TV, and that's because we're in a higher terrain. So this model is usually one of the most, if not the most accurate model in the world, although it tends to have a bit of trouble in higher elevation, which you see here, because it's a good 5-degree difference on average Saturday through Monday. It stays in the 90s. If we go on over to the GFS, doesn't have much of a cold bias. It's only a couple degrees cooler in the short range. It goes 95 Saturday, 98 Sunday and Monday. That's only a couple degrees difference than what I have here. Not bad. The Canadian model looks to be about the same as the European. Like I said, a bit of a cold bias. European ensemble seems even less accurate. Has a much higher cold bias. The GFS ensemble is about the same as the European and Canadian cold bias, so that model I wouldn't want to factor into my predictions. The GFS ensemble downscaled, however, and hint the name downscaled because that's what humans have to do to modeling. To more accurately predict in higher terrain, this is a lot closer to what I put in the short range with the more dependable model. The Canadian ensemble, that's even worse. This is by far one of the worst cold biases I've seen. So I would say out of these, the models that I should add up all together and average them out to get a mean temperature should be the NDFD, the National Blend of Models, the GFS, and a GFS ensemble downscale. That seems to be more consistent with the more dependable models, which means we should get a more accurate result long range. And the reason why I'm not just picking one model for the entire forecast is because even the dependable models differ by a few degrees, and a few degrees can make a huge difference in a forecast. That's why I've noticed if I grab all the dependable models, if I add up all the daily high and low temperatures Tuesday through Friday and average them out separately to get the average, that seems to be more accurate than the one model the National Weather Service uses to come out with their forecast. So let's see what numbers I can come up with. Let's start out with the NDFD. We're going on Tuesday with a high temperature of 105. So I'm going to type in 105 on my phone's calculator. And now we're going to go to the National Blend of Models and add to that. Tuesday is also 105. Let's go to the GFS. Tuesday is 103. And then the GFS Ensemble downscaled, which is 104. You add that all together and you get 417. And you divide that by 4, which is the number of models that I added up, and you get an average of 104.25. If you round that down, that is 104. So let's type in 104 for Tuesday, and you can see I actually have to make the text box a bit bigger since I have never entered in triple digits in my 7 days since I've been forecasting for my production company. Let's do the same for the overnight low. So for this, we have to look at Wednesday because these temperatures are for the 24-hour period, which means Tuesday night is the same as Wednesday morning. So let's look at Wednesday. This is the GFS Ensemble downscale with a low temperature of 67. Going over to the operational GFS, it's 65. The National Blend of Models is 67. The NDFD is 68, so we get a total of 267. Divide that by 4, we get 66.75, so we round that up to 67 for an overnight low Tuesday night. And those are your official temperatures for the week ahead. So we know it's going to be sunny both of these days, so we're going to take the cloud icon off of there. And yes, it's going to be all abundant sunshine 3 days in a row, but on my forecasts, I do not like having the same phrase overdone a bunch of times. So I'm going to find a more creative way showing how it's sunny. Alright, so on Saturday now we have warm and sunny. On Sunday we have bright and heating. On Monday we have hot and clear. It just kind of shows that each day gets a little bit hotter by the wording, and every day is sunny. I think odds favor that we see a few clouds in the afternoon on Tuesday, especially since we are seeing a mix of clouds and sun Wednesday through Friday. I'm just going to change this to mostly sunny, and then grab the sunshine icon and then put it here, and then add the cloud on the second half, the sun indicating that we could see a few clouds in the afternoon. We're going to take these icons off and then replace it on Thursday through Friday. Now we have the icons all on the 7-day forecast. We can take out the slight chance that I put on the text. Again, that was just a placeholder, but now that I have the 20% chance on the icons, that indicates that we have a slight chance to see a few sprinkles or isolated thunderstorms. And we wanted to make this a little bit different, and look at the modeling, we may have a slight increase by a little bit of cloud cover each day. Cloud and sun mix for Thursday and then partly sunny for Friday. A lot of weather enthusiasts and meteorologists don't actually know this, but technically the official definition for partly cloudy is less than half the sky is covered by clouds, and partly sunny is more than half the sky is covered by clouds. And Thursday with the cloud sun mix, it's kind of a combination of both, saying it could go either way or have a little bit more than partly cloudy but a little bit less than partly sunny. So I think that's a great way of showing my 7-day forecast that is now complete. The record for the maximum temperature on Saturday is 97. I'm calling 96, although if we get a degree warmer, which could happen, we tie the record, or even if we get a degree warmer than that, it could break the record. Hint why I'm saying near. Same deal for Sunday. The record maximum temperature is 100. I'm calling 99. Record on Monday is 98. I'm calling 103. Record on Tuesday is 100. I'm calling 104. Record on Wednesday is 95. I'm calling 104. Record on Thursday is 96. I'm calling 104. Record on Friday is 97. I'm calling 103. So that's, I think, a slam dunk that during the work week we'll break all maximum temperature records for the date. In terms of overnight minimum temperatures, I'm expecting every single night to break those records as well, except for Saturday night. So to sum it up, the Pacific Northwest is heading towards an historic upcoming week on tap. We are headed towards very dangerous heat, so if you live in my area, you need to find ways to cool off. If you don't have AC, find some water to play in. Make sure you stay hydrated by drinking water. If you have to go out and about, make sure to put sunblock on. And don't leave any children or pets in cars, as the temperature inside the vehicle can get way warmer than it even is outside, and people and pets can die very quickly. I showed you the records for the specific days for this upcoming week, and like I said, we're likely to beat most of them. But in terms of the all-time record in June alone, for La Grande, Oregon, is 105 degrees. If we get a degree or two warmer than I'm forecasting in the middle of next week, we could either tie or break that record. The hottest temperature ever recorded in my town is 108 degrees, and I am not projecting that to be a possibility. Although that could have been a possibility if the clouds didn't come in later next week with a chance of a few sprinkles or thunderstorms. If we had clear sunshine, we may have gotten to that point. It is now 2:15 in the morning on Friday, June 25th. It is now time for me to go in front of my green screen and record my weather forecast for EO Live TV. It will be dropping later this afternoon. Want to make sure I have that done so I can share the news to everybody in Eastern Oregon how hot it will be. And that is all for me. Hopefully all of you stay safe during this hot summer, as our climate is changing and warming things up as we speak. Hopefully all of you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to drop a like and share with everybody you know. If you want to support my channel even more, you can pay $4.99 per month to become a member. It gives you access to discounted merchandise, member-only live streams, and specialized badges and emojis when you interact with the live chat on a live stream, and comment in the comment section down below to let everyone know you are a member of the channel. Other than that, I'll catch all of you next Saturday for a brand new video. Let me know if any of you have any suggestions. And until then, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.